there everyone, this is Sarah with toy reviews for you. In my last Easy Bake Oven video, I asked you guys if I should keep making the mixes, the old ones that were from 2006, or if I should throw them in the trash. Well, the majority of you guys said that I should make the rest of the mixes, but maybe I shouldn't taste test them. So I thought that was a great idea. So in this video, I'll be making the swirly cake mix. This package includes 2 different cake mixes, a devil's food and yellow cake, and then there's a special frosting swirl on the top with that tool that also comes inside the bag. So let's see what's inside. The kit comes with 2 cake mixes, as I said before, a devil's food and a yellow cake mix, 2 packets of frosting mix, a chocolate and a vanilla, a special little tool that makes your frosting on top of the cakes into a swirly pattern, and of course some instructions on how to make your cakes. Before I get started on the mixes, I've turned on my Easy Bake Oven so that it can preheat to the correct temperature. First, I'm going to make the devil's food cake mix, and we'll open up this packet. I'm always a little nervous when I open up these envelopes. I'm afraid the bugs are just going to start crawling out when I open them up. So far though, I haven't seen any bugs. Now I'll add 2 teaspoons of water to my mix and give everything a really good mixy. So guys, it's time for some mixy shout outs. Today's mixy goes out to Cupcake Gar, Blue Pastel, Cynthia Y, Hazel Ramondo, Theodora, Vinny, and Chandra from Indonesia, Charmaine Padilla, and Jacqueline Joyce Go. Before I put the batter in the cake pans, I'm going to spray them first with some of my cooking spray. Now I'm going to wipe down the excess oil and make sure that they're all evenly covered with my cooking spray. Now I'll pour all of the chocolate cake batter into the pan. I'll make sure that my chocolate cake batter is evenly spread onto my pan. Then I'll pop the pan into my Easy Bake Oven, and it should take about 12 minutes for it to fully bake. While I'm waiting for that to bake, I might as well make the yellow cake mix next. This cake mix is a little different. For this one, I have to add 1.5 teaspoons of water. Now it's time to give this one a mixy, so here's some more shout outs for you guys. This goes out to Shelby Barber, King Bub, Amelia Lake, Janaski 27, Sydney Carey, Squad Goals, and to 3 awesome people who follow me on Instagram. This goes out to Dusty WW, Leah Fran, and Gymnastics is Life. Thank you guys very much. If you would like a mixy shout out, just put the hashtag mixy in the comments box down below. I'm not able to give everyone a shout out just because there are so many, but I do pick quite a few names randomly in all of my baking videos to give out mixy shout outs to. Now I'll just pour the cake batter into the second baking pan. Evenly coat the bottom with cake batter. Our chocolate cake is done, so I'll just pop that out of our oven. I'll put this whole thing into my freezer so that the cake will cool down faster, and then I'll pop the new cake in the oven. The second cake also needs 12 minutes to fully bake. Alright, time's up, so let's take it out and see what it looks like. The cake looks a little dark around the edges, but I'll pop this in my freezer too for it to cool down faster. While I'm waiting for my cakes to cool down, I'm going to make up both of the frosting mixes. First, I'll make the vanilla. Add 1/2 teaspoon of water. Give this a little mixy. In a second bowl, I'll pour in the chocolate frosting mix. Add a 1/2 teaspoon of water And give this one a little mixy. The cakes are nice and cool, so I'll take them out of their baking pans. A little harder than expected. It feels more like a cookie than a cake. Maybe 12 minutes in the oven was just too long. I'll pour some of the vanilla frosting on the chocolate cake. And add some of the chocolate frosting on the yellow cake. Now I'll add that fancy little swirl to the top of my cakes. The directions say to put 3 lines of chocolate frosting over the vanilla frosting. Then I'll take the special tool, run it over the cake in the opposite direction of the chocolate frosted lines. Voila! Obviously this needs a little practice to be perfected. I'll do the same technique for my chocolate frosted yellow cake. I think my first one turned out better than my second one. Guys, these cakes look pretty good on camera, but in reality, they just don't smell very good. They smell really off, like a musty or moldy smell. I am so glad that I didn't make these first, because tasting these, I am sure I would have thrown up. Well, I still have the Chips Ahoy and the brownie mix to make, so guys, stay tuned for those. Thank you so much for watching again, and we'll see you in the next video.